We spend so much of our lives just waiting for the confetti to drop for you, like the graduation, the
Yeah,
wedding.
the big business launch.
Exactly. We treat those monumental milestones like they're the starting line for the rest of our lives. But welcome to today's deep dive into the Day 36 reflection, where our mission is to explore this really counterintuitive text. It argues that the actual preparation for those massive milestones happens, well, when the room is entirely empty and no one is watching.
It's a fascinating perspective.
It really is. Okay, let's unpack this because
Yeah.
the core tension here is that we constantly dream of these huge moments, but the text insists that these milestones are absolutely not where faithfulness actually begins.
Yeah, it completely flips the script on how we view success.
Right.
The foundation here goes back to this key scripture, Luke 16:9.
Right.
It's basically the idea that being trusted with very little is the absolute prerequisite for being trusted with much.
Mm.
And what's fascinating here is that character is built in these completely ordinary, unglamorous choices.
Like what? Like just showing up.
Yeah, exactly. Like arriving on time when literally no one is monitoring you, or, keeping your word when it's super inconvenient, or even just being totally honest when you're telling some trivial story.
I mean, it makes me think of an athlete, right? Like an athlete just grinding away in an empty gym months before the Olympics even happen. The spotlight doesn't actually create the talent.
No, not at all.
It just reveals all the work that was done in the dark.
Oh, that is a perfect analogy. The unseen work is the whole point.
Right. But let's shift to the historical examples the text brings up, because I'm curious how this principle holds up when life throws, severe curveballs at you. Like what happens when things go really wrong?
Well, the text analyzes David and Joseph.
Hmm.
And, David wasn't just killing time out there watching his father's sheep.
Right, just hanging out in a pasture.
Exactly. It wasn't just downtime. Those quiet fields were actually a vital training ground for courage and responsibility,
Mhm.
long before he ever became king. And then you look at Joseph, who served as a slave and then a prisoner before he ended up ruling Egypt.
Which are huge, wild extremes.
They really are. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, the vital takeaway is that their external circumstances drastically changed, rapidly, but their internal faithfulness just never wavered.
So what does this all mean? I want to push back on this just a little bit because it is super easy to look at ancient kings and rulers and say, wow, look at them. But how does this apply to someone listening today who, just wants a promotion at work or maybe just wants a healthy marriage?
It actually applies directly because the source offers some really practical applications for this. It argues that a faithful friend becomes a faithful spouse.
Hmm?
A faithful steward of small finances, the everyday budgeting, becomes a trustworthy provider.
Oh, wow. So it's about the micro habits.
Yeah, it is. We so often ask for these greater opportunities, right? We
Okay.
want the promotion or the relationship while we are completely neglecting the assignments that are already sitting right in our hands.
We're literally tripping over the current job because we're staring at the next one. So for you listening, here is the specific call to action straight from the text today. I want you to identify just one neglected responsibility in your life right now. It could be in your work, maybe your family, your finances, or even your health. And just take a single practical step today to demonstrate faithfulness in that area.
Because that's the life principle here, right?
Yeah.
Great opportunities are entrusted to the people who master the ordinary moments. The text really wants to remind you that no unseen act of obedience is ever wasted.
Yeah, it's all building towards something. Which actually brings us to a final thought I want to leave you with today. If a complete stranger were to watch a hidden camera feed of your most mundane, unnoticed daily habits, what specific future you would they predict you are currently training for?